Hey, man. Something's wrong, man. I can feel it. Ever since that beam of light erupted from whatever that corporation was, things just haven't been the same. These beasts, these monsters of unknown origin have been invading this city for who knows how long. And as a director of an association, I'm responsible for my people. These times have been quite stressful for me. And about 2 weeks ago, I took 3 newbies under my wing. I found them in an old workshop in G Corp. They were going up against one of these said abnormalities. They had just defeated one when, after them being weakened, and who knows what else they had gone through. A new abnormality had shown themselves, and, well, I took it upon myself to take care of it, and I ended up revealing one of my true powers to kill them. It was not my intent to deceive these 3 young men, but one of them, I could sense it. They could feel me. Not just feel me in any normal sense, but like they could sense my true power. He's going to make a fine young man one day. The other 2, I sense great power. Well, one of them, he calls himself Lawhart. What's kind of funny is 2 of them share the same first name, so they like being called by their surnames. That being Colt. We have a Colt Lawhart and a Colt Heckler. One of the men, Colt Heckler, and also the men who, it seems, can sense me for who I truly am, seems to be a member of the Thumb. He looks like he's made no effort to hide that, but I'm not going to question it. There's more rain today. I decided to take the 3 men under my wing. They all have great potential to become strong, possibly even stronger than me. Ever since I found these 3, my mind has been unquiet and, well, quite frankly, unhelpful. I've always had this sort of connection to the outside world. It doesn't even feel like I'm my own person, but a person being controlled by someone else, only sometimes being freed from their grasps. One of the men, Colt Lard, seems to experience the same thing, but on a bit of a lesser scale. It seems we have quite a natural affinity for each other. And this young man, just like Heckler, seems to not hide the fact that he's an Index member. I'm quite confused on how they've made it this far, but seeing as how Lawhart seems to be in the same unfortunate circumstance, it does make quite the sense as to how they've survived so far. Now, I don't know what it is, but the 3rd man, Serafina, he just gives off this vibe, you know, like of someone higher than an average backstreet person. Maybe they were, I don't know, the son of a head of a wing or something, or maybe they had a cushy wing life. I don't care enough. He also seems to have great potential, but who knows? Yes. Just this morning they had received their promotions. I'm quite proud of them. Well, I haven't been getting sleep the past few nights as the voices inside my head have been getting louder and louder. beckoning me to whatever. I haven't paid them any mind recently, but they keep speaking of some library. I guess I'll find out what that fucking means. Well, I ended up dispatching. I don't want to call them abnormalities, sort of distortions, the way they formed. Uh, there were groups of them, and they all seemed to carry firearms that broke the laws of the city, as they could pierce the walls of my foundation, where the High Association lied. That's enough for today. Just this morning, I received this dreaded invitation. I don't know what to do with it, but I got news that the three had been yet again promoted. They are going to do great things in this world. Grade 6 in what? A matter of weeks. I had also taken Heckler under my wing and taught him the smoke arts. He doesn't seem to appreciate the smoking part though, and he's created a bit of his own style, I guess. Serafina, yes. He fixed himself up because it seems he had quite a high quality prosthetic, but they had melded into his body like he being exposed into intense heat or something. I don't understand. Lard. He gives me an off-putting vibe, I won't lie, but it's not like I dislike him. I truly don't. He seems like a good man, possibly the most potential out of all of them. I can sense them lurking in his shadow. Yet again, I do not ask myself why. I will not ask him, for I do not care. I am but a peacekeeper. I ran into this person called Captain. They immediately went for Lahard's head. I don't know what to do. I'm running into stronger and stronger people ever since I got demoted by the Fixer Association. I'm grade 9 now. I used to be grade 1 on the verge of colored Fixer. The White Smoke Salvation is what they would have called me. I easily dispatched this person named Captain. But as the fight went on, they seemed to get stronger and stronger with each strike I threw at them. Some unknown power. They formed this trident and this armor. But I ended up using one of my smoke arts, one of my ultimate abilities actually, to cleanly decapitate them. But I was drawn into this weird, strange realm, almost like I was seeing something through their eyes. And I saw Lahar there. This was most likely somebody from Lahart's past, as they attacked me almost immediately. I received that invitation a few weeks ago now, and it's just been in the back of my mind. I showed it to the three, wondering if they knew what it meant, and Lard said something weird. He said it seems to be beginning now, almost like he knows something. Maybe it's just like my voices, where the library seems to have been beckoning me, but I can't be too sure. At this point, I'm thinking of just signing the invitation. I've heard what these things can do. They seem to transport you to this place called the library. And after reading the note, I see why people get drawn. The promises of a fortune and a greater life, knowledge of whatever you seek. Maybe, just maybe, it can help me reach that person. While progressing towards Hannah association with the three, we ran into another, I think, abnormality. We could not sense them, but we got away scot-free. They seemed to fill the area we were in with mist and take shots at us. Lockhart and Heckler took some damage, but it seems Serafina was fine. Something ain't normal, man. I've been feeling it since earlier, this dread building within me. And I see why now. This heavenly being stands in front of me. He may be the strongest person I've ever fought. Those three need to run. The world around me has gone quiet. No screaming, no fire, just breath. Each inhale burns like charcoal. Each exhale tastes like steel. I've spent a lifetime dancing at the edge of impossible. Dream, combustion, smoke. Three currents I learned to flow through like an old drunk flows through the night, stumbling, laughing, but always standing at the end of it. Potential man, they call me. Funny, isn't it? A man named after what could be, not what is. But those three behind me, they are what could be. They're the future this rotten world doesn't deserve. Uriel's wings spread wide above me, each feather a blade of light. He doesn't speak, doesn't need to. That thing is judgment made flesh. My hands tremble, not from fear, never fear. I've stared down gods and corpses and everything in between. This is the weight, the quiet understanding. This is where my story tilts to the end. My lungs ache, iron against bone, a familiar rhythm. Smoke flow. I let it bleed out of me like a sigh, filling the air with phantom embers. Dream realization. Every lesson that I've learned, every swing, every bruise, every broken bone, they bloom into something tangible. A storm of what I could have been, if I ever cared to ascend. I was never a hero. I was the guy in the battle. Drinking the cheap stuff, laughing too hard at bad jokes. But maybe trash has its moment to burn bright. The three behind me are screaming my name. Idiots, don't waste your breath on a dead man walking. Keep running. I step forward, 1 foot, 2. The air shakes. Uriel's halo burns harder. Final half. Their last drag, the end of the rotation. I feel everything, my soul peeling from itself. Stretching between dream and combustion, my ego fractures and something older, something raw stands in its place. Border of the high world, the gate between what's real and what's beyond opens like an old friend. Hey kid, I whisper without turning around. Make it count. I let go. The storm that's lived inside me, the smoke, the dream, the fire erupts. Not for glory, not for redemption, for potential, for the kind of torment only tomorrow can show. As Uriel's light descends, I meet it with the last unshakable part of me. Not a fixer, not as the god of combat. Just man. A man with an iron lung and a stubborn will to give his life meaning. And for the first time in a long while, I'm sober. I reach out to Uriel. I take him. I put him into the creation. I have so worked hard. I have worked on this thing for days, nights, knowing what would happen, the voices guiding me. I strapped them in, and, well, as I bubble and burst, I tear the invitation, I sign it, as I am transported to an evil world.